How's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to be sharing She-Hulk, aka Jennifer Walters from Marvel Legends series. Just got her in the mail today. I heard the UPS guy when he opened the fence, um, so I waited for him to drop the package, and I snatched her up. I knew she was coming. Taking a quick look at the package, we see her standing tall because she definitely looks tall just in the package. For comparison's sake, I'll pull over a Legends Deadpool real quick in the package, and you can see she's towering above him. Really cool. All right, so she comes with, oops, oh, I dropped some stuff. She comes with a couple of extra hands and an extra head sculpt, an angry head sculpt, which is interesting because Jennifer Walters is kind of like the really mindful, thoughtful, considerate, not reactionary, not impulsive, not violently explosive Hulk, So maybe this is a situation where she's just having a bad day over here. But generally speaking, this is more her temperament, more her mood, really chill, focused, deliberate, awesome. She comes with her closed fist hands, and those are the ones that I find most fun, so she can pound things in a pleasant way, of course, right? Over here we see her raging with her green eyes. The angry head sculpt has yellow eyes, interesting, and the more typical Jennifer Walters head has green eyes, so I just noticed that. And in the back we have her bio. Check that out when you get a chance. Some more really awesome art of Jennifer here with the green eyes. All right, let's get her out of the box. All right, we've got Jennifer Walters out of the box. Taking a look at her really quickly from top to bottom. She's got a really pretty head sculpt. Her more natural, more typical head sculpt. Really deliberate, really focused, intelligent. Awesome sculpt, man. Look at that. Look at the detailing and the striations in her chest muscles, shoulders, biceps. Really cool detailing here. We've got these interesting pegs at the elbow joints, the single jointed elbows. I mean, they don't really bother me much, but they're kind of protruding there, and I've not seen that before. I don't know if I just have a wonky She-Hulk. I'll do some research later. She's got great abs. I noticed immediately she doesn't have rotation or a twist at the waist underneath the belly button. So that's kind of disappointing. Some really cool texture on her tattered and torn jeans. A little copper button there at the top of the jean. Really nice. Some really cool detailing here. You see her quad muscles behind or underneath the tattered jeans. And her toes. Hulk toes. She-Hulk toes. Really awesome. Her hinged fists. Really, really cool. And we can see that her torn blouse has a really nice matte finish to it. It's not very shiny, so it offers another textured look, and that's really nice. A nice black wash on her hair. Very, very cool. And if we kind of turn her around here, again, look at that. That's an awesome profile there. Look at her shoulders. Bam! The shape on her tricep muscles. Very, very nice. And we see the musculature around her lower back. Nice profile to her legs. Awesome, awesome fig. And she's got some slots in the bottom, 4 pegs. Very nice. Gorgeous fig. She's absolutely awesome. I was really happy to see that I was able to land her in a pre-order and not have to pay up. Really, really cool. All right, so in terms of her accessories, she comes with this additional beautiful head sculpt, even though she's angry with the yellow eyes. Very nice, green lips. Super good teeth. Way to go. Good for you, Jennifer. And she comes with 2 additional hands, emotive hands. And judging by the size of this space here, it looks ideal for holding the Tesseract that comes with the Red Skull figure. In case you were wondering what I'm referencing really quickly, this little thing right here, I think, yep, could fit right in these hands. So just interesting, unrelated, but you know, I just thought it was interesting. So really cool, really cool. Let's take a look at her articulation and see how she moves about. All right, so starting at the top, she really can't look up because of her gorgeous hair with the gorgeous black wash. But she does have 1 peg down in terms of looking downward. She has 1 peg that you can move, and then she has 1 other peg back to natural. In the head, she can go 360 degrees if she was totally psychoed out, maybe wearing this head sculpt. The shoulders, usual fare, rotation, also swivel at the bicep, no rotation at the elbows or forearms, and we have a single jointed hinge here at the wrists with rotation. Very cool. I did notice while I was moving her around that I have some damage right here at the elbow where this really bizarre hinge is. So I'm going to email Hasbro because I got this from Hasbro, the Hasbro website, and I'm going to see if they can help me out because this is not cool at all. I mean, this is right out of the package. So stay tuned. Will Hasbro help me out and replace my damaged item? Stay tuned. She has this kind of like wobble in the upper diaphragm area. She has rotation there, but there is no crunch or rotation at the waist at all. She has a hinge at the hips. She can't really go much higher than that in terms of creating a split. She has a cut at the upper thigh that does rotate, and there is no rotation at the knee. She has the double jointed knee, and we have rotation at the, no, we don't have rotation at the ankle at all. There is minimal. I mean, I don't think there's intended rock here at all. So I don't believe she has rockers that are intentional. There might be a little wobble here, but I don't think those are rockers. So she just has the hinge. It's interesting because for a newer figure, but I guess since this is basically a reuse of a much older head sculpt, I'm sorry, a much older body sculpt from the gray She-Hulk that came out some years ago, I guess that's why the articulation isn't as advanced as what we might be accustomed to with a lot of the figures that come out. But overall, I think she's still awesome. Let me see if I can get any cool action poses in play with her and share that with you. And then we'll get a lineup going just to see how she scales and sizes up with some other totally awesome female warriors in a couple minutes. But as of right now, even with the limited articulation, I love this figure. I think she is so awesome. She just has such great presence, and I am totally digging it. Another thing as I noticed just now as I was doing a little pose there, she can't really articulate back much at all. So when you want to do some dynamic poses, you're really not going to get this leg back much, but she could definitely benefit from some yoga or something, some dynamic stretching routines, because she's not getting that leg back at all. So yeah, just wanted to share that. All right, let's see if we can get some cool poses out of her for some cool pics. Starting out with a little warm-up, we have her throwing some punches, hair looking awesome as she does it. Next pose. Taking a look at Evil Lynn throwing her right at She-Hulk and possibly catching She-Hulk's right in return. Very cool. Next pose. And Evil Lynn responds with a roundhouse right, blocked by She-Hulk, who's getting ready to return with another heavy right. Now we've got She-Hulk stringing up a would-be opponent. This is extremely awesome. This is all engineering, and the figure is completely balanced, holding up Soraya, a TBL League figure, 1/12 scale. Super awesome, evoking the likeness of the insert comic that we have. Very cool. And we'll close up with She-Hulk versus the Baroness from G.I. Joe Classified, the figure that came with the Cobra Coil motorcycle. And we've got She-Hulk getting ready to get busy with a little ground and pound. Baroness with one leg posted on a hip, the other by the ankle. And she's got her golden guns ready to rock. Very nice, very chill scene. Very cool. You know, surprisingly enough, despite the limited articulation around the waist and the limited lean left and right or forward and back in this diaphragm hinge, despite that limited articulation, she was able to get some really cool dynamic action poses in play, and I got some really cool photos. Let's go ahead and do a lineup and see how she scales with some of our favorite female warriors. Ghost Spider from the Venom Pool Wave. And you can see how little Ghost Spider is compared to Jennifer Walters here. Next up, I will bring out, as we've seen, the Baroness. Are you going to stand, Baroness? Damn you, Baroness. All right, and we've got Baroness on the line, and she just about makes it to Jennifer's shoulders. Next up, I'm going to bring out Evil Lynn from the Revelation line. And she's close. She's not far behind She-Hulk. She really isn't. Nice deal. Next, I'll bring out Hadriana from the Mythic Legions line. And we'll go ahead and squeeze her right over here, get her on the line. Make sure we're scaling fairly. And she's just coming in a smidge under Evil Lynn. And she is above She-Hulk's shoulders. Nice. Boom. Great sculpt work. And last but not least, I don't know where we would put her right now, but we can go ahead and bring in 1984 SHF Figure Arts Wonder Woman. Whoa. And shorter and smaller than Jennifer Walters by quite a bit. In summary, I think that overall, She-Hulk is a really cool fig. She's a really awesome fig. I think where it's limited is in its use of an older body sculpt that just has some older pieces and just embedded limited articulation, especially in the waist and then that diaphragm hinge. But overall, she's a super fun fig. I got some really awesome action poses in play out of her. And it was a lot of fun doing so. You guys already know I have a lot of fun taking some time out and playing with action figures and sharing that experience. I hope you guys have time in the future to come back and share some experiences too. Take care, everybody. Until next time.